Hello, Gemini. Thank you for clicking on my channel. My name is Catherine, and I live in Northern Canada. I'm here to do your weekly reading, and I've laid out the first deck already to save time and to help me get into the groove. And I'll be drawing from 4 other decks. So let's start. The very first card was, I thought, very good. This is your rite of passage. Rite of passage. You've been through something. It's like earning your wings, earning that rite of passage. I'm going to say this right at the beginning because I kind of saw somebody lost somebody, somebody passed on to the other side. And all through this reading for that person, they're coming through. Their energy is coming through it's good energy, very good, beautiful energy. You have to be careful this week of temptations, whether it's overindulging in food, drink, a habit that you're in excess. Just watch yourself. Don't get too carried away. Here is an emotional card. This is grief. But you're also releasing that pain. It's right now, it's like an ebb and a flow, or it comes in waves, sometimes overwhelming, but you're learning to release it. This is you sticking to your guns, knowing what's right for you. And it's not just right for you, but in general, Gemini, it's just the right thing. You're standing your ground. There's people that may be, talking in your ear. But you know the right thing to do, and you know how to handle people. Hear them out, ignore them, do what you know is right for you. Do the right thing for the right reasons. You are walking away from a situation that it could be this temptation card, this indulging in something you shouldn't be indulging in. You're walking away from it, breaking a habit. You're doing a lot of thinking right now. And what you're thinking about is love. This card also tells us that there is no separation when it comes to love. So for that particular Gemini that has lost a mate, they're around you. See these pillars? This is a very spiritual sign. You're surrounded with love. Love that you may not even be aware of. You are turning into something different. You're changing. Gemini, you're a changeable sign. You're changing. 3 and 1 is 4. That's a very solid foundation. And this change is coming about because you went within. You sought spiritual help, prayer, meditation, and you boldly took a look at yourself, took a look at your thoughts, or why this thinking process you have. So I see in this first layout, Gemini, that there's been some hurt, some letting go of a habit. There was grief. The Hermit and the 4 of air is going within and having spiritual help. On the bottom of the deck is the 2 of earth. Now this is about a juggling or multitasking. I do not see this as something that you are having trouble with. I do not see this as you have to make a choice just yet, if there is any choice to be made. I think this is all about you just keeping busy, needing to keep busy. You may need to slow down a little bit. Let's bring up the next deck of cards. It's powerful energy. There's a transformation going on here. There are some major changes and transforming. But you've earned a rite of passage, and you are surrounded by love, both physical and spiritual. It's around you. You're surrounded, Gemini. No worries. Face your changes, your transformations, your temptations. Face them bravely. You have lots of help. What have we got for Gemini? Oh, they want me to go now. All right. The Karma card. You've paid a karmic debt. Now comes karmic rewards, Gemini. Make no mistake. You've been paying a karmic debt. Your rewards are coming. There is a new beginning. A new beginning in truth, clarity, and you are going to soar high, very high. If you hear rude noises, my apologies. I have a beagle that's 15 years old, and she grunts a lot and snores really loud. All right, so this new beginning with this sword and this eagle is because there's some divine intervention going on here. So for that particular Gemini that I'm speaking to that has had a mate pass on, your mate is around you. But this also means new love, divinely guided, divinely brought to you. Look at those stairs. And she coughs. Believe me, she's not suffering. She does that every time she drinks. And she's done that since she was a puppy. But anyway, I would put her out of the room, but she would just cry at the door. I can't be in any room without her being around. Maybe because she's getting blind too. But her nose, oh boy, does it ever work good. She has no problem finding any food that drops. Something is coming in quickly. So I suspect it has to do with this and with this. Someone you haven't met. Or if it is someone you are with or know, interested in. This is communication coming in very, very quickly. Albeit it might be a bit clumsy. He's not the most tactful. But it's full of love. It's absolute. Look at this truth. He's going to be speaking, he, she, it could go both ways. They're going to speak a truth to you. A declaration of love. A declaration of love. Let's ask the fairies what's going on. I pulled the elemental cards out first, laid them out, and I usually go to the seasonal cards next, but I pulled up the Witch's Tarot instead, so I'll go to the seasonal cards now. Okay. All right, here's your overall energy. Gemini, the world. You're beginning something brand new. This is a brand new beginning, a brand new cycle. You've not only completed an old cycle, but you have the right to go in any direction that you want. You see those staffs or wands that this guy is holding? Could be girl. Yeah, it's a girl. Brilliant success, the freedom to go any direction, a journey that is now complete. So that's the significance of these two wands. Any direction you want to go, and you're being divinely guided, enlightened as you go. I'm surprised the Fool card isn't here. Leaping in faith, just one foot in front of the other, Gemini. You're going in the right direction. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. So you're going to be recognized for something. Accolades. Look what Gemini's creating. And the essence of this is like an innocence, a purity of thought. I know this is an earth energy, but there's such an innocence of intention, which is the best kind to put out. What comes back is not just divinely guided and gifted. It is more than what you wished for. That's what I wanted to say, Gemini. It is more than what you wished for. You possibly didn't even know that's what you were wishing for, but there it is. Bring fun into everything you do. Again, you're juggling priorities or jobs, an exceptional talent for multitasking. So this is a confirmation of this two of Earth when I said you were juggling, but I didn't get the feeling that there was a choice that needed to be made right away. Here it is again. You're multitasking. This isn't a bad thing. You're just very good at it. Perhaps you're just keeping busy to be distracted. Yeah, just to keep busy while time needs to pass for something to come to fruition. So yeah, not a big decision that you have to make. You just do what you do. So let me take that back, because this card says indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Which kind of falls in line with this. But where it says do what's best for you rather than pleasing others. So, yeah, I don't think it is a contradiction. You're just doing what you do, enjoying what you do. Yeah, I was going to say like picking your battles, but it'd be the opposite even of that. You're just doing the things you like to do. I don't think it's because you're trying to stay distracted, except maybe you're just trying to pass the time, because whatever is coming in isn't here yet. It's coming in. So you're staying productive there. That's what I meant. You're staying productive. Positive changes are on the way. a welcome relief from troubled times, or you're traveling or you're relocating. There's a lot of royal energy in there. Look at the purple. Look at all the stardust. That's divine help. And even though that boat looks real rickety, you're secure. You're safe. You're surrounded. You're absolutely surrounded by this energy. Oh, yes, and there's, like if it was the Six of Swords and another deck, you can see rough water there, but out there where you're going, it's nice and calm. Smooth sailing ahead. Smooth sailing ahead, Gemini. Rite of passage. That's a nice ending. That's a very nice ending. One more deck. Two more decks. That was a nice ending for the seasonal cards. It's like a bookend with the element cards. Six of air, six of winter. Rite of passage. Whatever spiritual work you've been doing, it looks like you're just staying productive, staying busy. Big changes are coming. Prepare for it. Worth waiting for. Forgiving and learning and chemistry. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Well, there's divine all over here anyway. Ask for divine help with your temptations, because you're transforming. You're getting this. You're getting divine help. Very powerful, Gemini. Forgiving and learning. The biggest sacrifice anyone can give is prayer, as far as I'm concerned. To pray for others, to pray for yourself, to pray for helping you forgive. And in forgiveness, there is wisdom. Wisdom always follows forgiveness. And it sets a deep, deep root within you. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And whoever this person is that's coming in or that you're interested in, there is very strong chemistry. Look at how she's putting some light into his hand. This is like a joining of two spirits. It also denotes sexual connection. Strong magnetic attraction. Sexual energy with chemistry. Let's call in your tribe, Gemini. Your spirit guides. Oh, okay, I'm going to keep that one. Spirit guides, shamans, guardian angels, ancestors. Advice for Gemini. I'm going to read this one. I don't want to get it wrong. The smoky mirror is like the lifting of the veil. So this transformation, you're going to be getting some clarity. Didn't you get the Ace of Swords? Yes, you did. Clarity, the lifting of the veil. Okay, I'm going to look up this one because I don't want to get this wrong. But it is a card of change. There's a lot of change here, or growth. Whoops. The curse refers to the limiting stories of our ancestors and the karma from former lifetimes that preordains the events in our lives. It is the source of negative patterns, and it can show up as a disease, a destructive force, a blockage on our creative energy. The curse holds us hostage to a false story that we confuse for reality. Recognizing the original wound that is playing out in our life can heal it. I have something to say about this after I'm done here. It is time to recognize the source of your limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mindset of scarcity? Did you inherit genes for heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in a past life? This karmic legacy is ready and waiting to be seen, to be untangled, and to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. This falls in line, Gemini, with the karma. Karmic debts, karmic rewards. And it's funny because when this card came up, I wanted to talk about ancestral karma, and here it is. What I mean by ancestral karma is in the Bible they talk about the sins of the father being passed on to the sons for 4 generations. Scientifically, studies were done on DNA, mind conditioning. Let's talk about or use pedophile as an example. If someone is a pedophile and they pass that conditioning on to that child, and that child passes that conditioning on to the next child, and because this was conditioning, this is what they were learned, and this is, how they were, you get it. That by the 4th generation, this is what some studies have shown, that by the 4th generation, that child is born a pedophile. Their DNA has changed, the genomes have changed. So that child can be born a pedophile, or that child can be born as the liberator, the one that breaks the cycle. Gemini, you're the one that breaks the cycle. You're not just breaking karmic debt for you, you're breaking karmic debt for your ancestors. Your ancestors want you to know that. You're breaking karmic debt. You're breaking the cycle. You're healing generations. Wow. I felt a bit sad for you through this reading. Now I see what's going on. Gemini, you've got love coming, but you're breaking debts and transforming things to be ready. You're being prepared. You're being prepared. Wow. Amazing. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Ring the bell, hit the like, comment so I can get to know you better. I will see you again for your specific reading next week, but I do daily readings every day for the general collective energy. God bless you. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.